Today's tutorial is going to be very crucial and important from the point of view of study, projects and industry jobs. So stay tuned with me and watch till the end. Hello everyone, I am Nilesh Waghela, a lecturer, a programmer and a project mentor. I hope you all are doing good, connected to me through this channel and learning something useful every day. So as you can see, today's topic in our C++ programming series is multi-level inheritance. So let's get started. Things we will see in today's tutorial are one real life or daily life example, then concept of multi-level inheritance, one simple example which then will be converted into C++ program, direct and indirect inheritance, and at last interview questions and brain twisters. So we are carrying out our real life example which was discussed in previous tutorials. If you have not watched my previous tutorials, I would recommend you to watch for better understanding. And for this, click the I button above or link in the description box. So as I am borrowing car details from my dad, which is also known as single inheritance. But what if my dad wants to borrow the same way? He will ask my grandfather for his car details. In this scenario, I am derived class for my dad as I have borrowed properties from him, and my dad will be base class for me. Similarly, he will be derived class for my grandfather and my grandfather will be base class. If we continue the same concept in our project based example, which is college management system, I want to take online exam, so I have my exam class which needs the property of students. We already have student class which now shares the property with exam class. Here exam class is a derived and student class is a base class. But for identification of students college, we also need properties of college. Now we make college class which shares the property, and college becomes the base class for student and students becomes the derived class. From these examples, many of you might have got concept of multi-level inheritance. Yes, single inheritance in multiple level or many level is known as multi-level inheritance. Or you can say when a derived class is derived from another derived class. There will be only one derived class at each level as we are applying single inheritance in many levels. At least two levels or you can say three classes in a chain are necessary to make this multi-level inheritance. Only one main base class will be there. Other classes will act as base class for next class and as a derived class for previous class. If we see graphical representation of multi-level inheritance, there is a main base class. If it is inherited via some visibility mode into a class, that second class will be derived class for previous class, and for example it is also inherited via some visibility mode into another class, let us say a derived, then that class 2 will be known as base class for the next class and our derived class will be derived. Now we will see very simple example of multi-level inheritance. For example, we are having class A with some properties, class B with some properties and class C with some properties in a program. Now class A is publicly inherited into class B and class B is publicly inherited into class C. If we talk about class A, integer x and set underscore x are properties of class A, where set underscore x will set the value of integer x. Similarly, class B is having integer y, set underscore y and add underscore xy as properties. Set underscore y will set the value of integer y, as well as add underscore xy will perform x plus y by borrowing x from class A. Class C is having integer z set underscore z and add underscore xyz as a properties. Set underscore z will set the value of integer z, while add underscore xyz will perform x plus y plus z, where it will borrow y from class B and x from class A. The same example is converted into a C++ program. Here I have added my header files iostream.h and conio.h. Then after, class A, which is a main base class, is created. Now class B is created, which is publicly inherited from class A, and it also performs x plus y using add underscore xy. Similarly, class C is inherited publicly from class B, making the program of multi-level inheritance, where class C will add x plus y plus z. Further in the program, I have created void main, which is the main function. You can also make integer main. The only difference is you will have to add a return 0 after getCS statement. As we are having inheritance, we will create the object of last derived class. In this example, that is the class C. So I have created obj of class C and called all the functions from obj. As soon as we compile this program, there will be a memory occupation for obj and integer z, integer y, integer x, set underscore y, set underscore x, set underscore z, add underscore xy and add underscore xyz will be allocated to class C object obj. And as soon as we will call set underscore x, it will wait for user input for x. As soon as we enter the value, it will store the value into x. Similarly, value of y and z will be set using set underscore y and set underscore z. Add underscore xy will then perform x plus y, while add underscore xyz will perform x plus y plus z. Now we will see the concept of direct and indirect inheritance. If we talk about direct inheritance, we can say when a base class is inherited immediately into derived class, it is known as direct inheritance. Similarly, when a base class is not inherited immediately into derived class, but it is inherited via some other class, it is known as indirect inheritance. For example, we are having our class A, which is inherited into class B. So it is immediately inherited, hence class A and B are said to be in direct inheritance. Similarly, class B is furtherly directly inherited into class C. So class B and C are also said to be in direct inheritance. But if we talk about relation of class A and class C, class A is not directly inherited, but it is inherited via class B. So class A and class C are said to be in indirect inheritance. So now I am presenting you some questions that will be helpful in your studies as well as for interview job from this particular topic. The questions are like this. What is multi-level inheritance? How many levels are possible in multi-level inheritance? If class A is inherited into B and class B and class C is inherited into D, will it be called multi-level inheritance? A is inherited into class B and class B is inherited into class C, just like our example. So identify direct inheritance if any. In the above question, you have to identify indirect inheritance as well if any. How many levels are compulsory for making it multi-level inheritance? So this is it for today's session. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Keep watching, liking and sharing our videos with your friends and others who are interested in IT stream. Motive of this channel is to reach out as many students as possible so we can upgrade them into IT field. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed. Click the bell icon for regular updates. This is Nilesh Wagela from Beat Oxygen Academy. Be logical, keep programming, keep learning.